Greetings to all Patriot podcasters. Come on in, because today we're not just sharing tips. We're sharing tales, and not just any tales, but those that have the power to resonate deeply within your audience. The art of storytelling. I'm returning to this a lot because there's much to learn. And I love storytelling because I know it's a thing that makes people love your show more than anything else. So let's take some time to get better at it today. Storytelling isn't just for novelists and filmmakers. It's an essential tool for podcasters like us. A well-narrated story can take your content from mundane to magnetic. And here's why. Stories create a connection. When you share stories, whether they're personal experiences or historical accounts, or even hypothetical scenarios, you're forming a bridge between you and your listener. And this bridge is made up of empathy, understanding, and shared values, especially Patriot values. Now, structure keeps them hooked. A good story, of course, has a beginning, a middle, and an end, but there's more to it than that. Structure your story with this in mind. Keep the listener engaged, of course, but here's the trick. Always have them saying, I wonder what's next. What's going to happen next? And emotions make it memorable. Think of the last story that moved you, made you laugh, or stirred something within you. You see, emotions etch a story in our memory, in our heart. They make them impactful, long-lasting. Man, I think of my grandfather. This guy was a epic storyteller. Offhand, and 50 years later, I can't recall the specifics of any of these stories. But if I close my eyes, the way I felt, the way he touched me, the way he made me laugh, that comes back. Remember the emotional footprint of a story, because I remember this. And it's a reality, the emotional footprint of his stories, of sitting there as a child. That never goes away, even though the stories themselves may not be remembered. That's how you impress someone. That's why stories, like I said at the beginning of the show, they make people love your show. Then there's universal themes like patriotism, freedom, rights, community. These are the themes that will resonate the most. So weave them into your narratives and amplify the reach and relevance of your content. Now, while storytelling is powerful, it requires skill and finesse. So get your pen. Here's a couple of tips. First of all, know your audience. Tailor your stories to resonate with their beliefs or values or aspirations. And be genuine. Authentic stories, those from the heart, they resonate the most. And add details. Rich details. They bring the story alive. Think of the gold in the sunset, a particular aspect of someone's character, the smell of the room, how something felt. These are the kind of details that go into the listener's mind, and they make a vivid picture. And practice the delivery. The way you narrate can make or break a story. So practice the pace, the intonation, the pauses. If there's one thing you take away from today, let it be this. Stories aren't just for entertainment. They're potent tools that can uplift, inspire, and engage. So, harness the storyteller within you and let your podcasts touch hearts and minds. And as always, if you need guidance on this enchanting journey, bosscreators.com has your back. Boss Creators, empowering Patriot voices.